SWIWOMGOTIKRJK. No, this is not about texting and driving or even texting and walking. No, this is about the use of text lingo and our communication skills. The incapability to look at others while speaking to them and an attempt to convince you to look up. The advances in technology have done wonderful things for our society. We are now able to be connected to everyone around us at all times through the use of a laptop or even a cell phone. However, when it comes to the daily convenience of text messaging, our writing skills and our use of eye contact is now lacking, especially amongst adolescents in school. We shorten words to make sending the message faster and easier, and we oftentimes look down or to the side of a person while speaking. We use acronyms and we lack proper punctuation. So maybe it's time we take the extra 15 seconds to type out the extra 2 letters in the word you. Maybe it's time we start using our punctuation instead of the overuse of run-on sentences. And maybe it's time we start looking up. According to read.org, the way students communicate through text messaging and social media is now finding its way into the classrooms. Common terms such as IDK or BTW have found homes on assignments, which of course has stumped the teachers, the same teachers that are seeking ways to fix this growing problem. Teachers are now complaining that kids no longer use capital letters or any form of punctuation in their writing assignments. They also claim that in emails, letters, and some writing assignments, any word longer than 1 syllable is oftentimes shortened to 1 syllable. Perhaps schools should initiate stricter guidelines on the use of cell phones during the day. When you're in a profession, typically your main focus is on your work, not on your phone. So shouldn't that be the same for the schools? The importance of strong writing and communication skills seems to be undermined. It is now important more than ever that we encourage adolescents and even adults to use proper grammar. PsychologyToday.com reports of a study conducted through Penn State University, arguing that adolescents using text speak may actually hinder their ability to switch between text speak and the normal use of the rules of grammar. Sadly, with these important and crucial skills on the decline, it makes one wonder what the future of professionals look like. In any professional setting, communicating effectively is critical, whether it be by memo, email, letter, or verbally. If adolescents are so consumed with looking down at their phones and using text speak or text lingo in their assignments and choose to use it as their go-to way of communicating, how are they going to be effective leaders? A concerned middle school teacher in a Pennsylvania school district gave his students a grammar test and asked his students how often they sent text messages. He found that there is a significant amount of evidence of a decline in grammar scores based off the number of adaptations in text messages. He found that students who sent or received the most messages scored the worst. His findings state that if a child receives frequent messages with adaptations or shortcuts to words, they are more than likely prone to imitate. Telegraph.co.uk. This is why it is important we encourage full sentences and the full correct spelling of all words. If this bad habit continues, how are children going to become confident and proficient leaders? How are they going to conduct an email, a meeting, send an email to 40 employees, shake the hand of a prospective business partner, or look at someone in the eyes while holding a conversation with them? GoodTherapy.org states that texting encourages rapid-fire communication with the use of single-sentence thoughts. Yes, this makes life easier, and yes, this is convenient, but it is not conducive for face-to-face communication. They also hint that individuals that text frequently may have a tendency to feel uncomfortable in person-to-person communication. This can prohibit people from developing lasting relationships. When we hide behind our cell phone screens, and rarely take the time to look out, we can miss out on life. When we sit in the same room with someone and text them or snap them or update our Facebook status stating that we're with so-and-so instead of actually speaking to them, we lose the appreciation of someone's physical presence. Now, I'm not saying forget cell phones altogether, but instead, we need to set an appropriate example of technology use to adolescents so they don't end up with poor communication skills. It's okay to not be connected 24/7. And it's even okay to set your cell phone down, maybe even forget about it for a little while each day. How can you appreciate life around you if you're always looking down and not actually speaking to someone? Elon.edu, an experiment conducted, involved teenagers to go without their cell phones and the use of other forms of electronic media for 48 hours. 2 days. After those 2 days, sad findings were discovered. The experiment found that 1 in 5 people experienced changes in their bodies and their emotions that may be signs of addiction. Some thought they heard their phones ringing or vibrating. Some were craving to look at their phone just in case they had a missed message. Some were even fidgeting, unable to sit still, in addition to feeling anxious and lonely. Teens can feel lonely when they are separated from social media, instead of feeling lonely for not having face-to-face time with another individual. This study found exactly what I've been saying this whole speech. I quote, "This addiction has altered the way humans personally interact with one another and has created a distance in the way in which we communicate." End quote. These devices and this technology will continue to propel us forward. However, if we do not find a healthy balance between the use of technology and setting it down, we will find ourselves more and more consumed with the idea of always being connected. The lack of cell phone use or social media shouldn't make you feel lonely, but what should is the constant need and the desire to surround yourself with these forms of communication, or choosing a simplistic text message over hearing the sound of someone's voice. Look up.